Hello, Josie here. Yes, I know it's Saturday morning. It is 2:22:25, and I know there's some semblance to 2:22 or something like that, but I'll let you do the research and investigation on that. I'm just going to call in and speak about some things that I don't know if you're ready to hear. A lot of people are not ready to hear. I've talked about some of this before, but it's going to be even more prevalent and even more distinct now as we move forward, starting like today and moving forward. And I do not think that a lot of people are ready for this. I really don't. What I've noticed is, in my area for me, are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? In my area where I live and whatnot, first of all, what God has for me is for me. And also, if God is for you, then who dare be against you? It's kind of like basically saying, if God is on your side, if God has your back, if God is protecting you, if God is your father, if you're trusting and believing in God, that He's got you no matter what anybody around you does, whether it's your neighbor or your coworkers or your relatives, your family, He's got you. He's not going to allow anything bad to happen to you. And if He does allow something to happen to you, there usually is a reason for it. Okay? So what I noticed this morning is a lot of activity outside my home. A lot of activity. And see, when people cannot penetrate you and or get into your energy, what they try to do is project. Project. They want to, so a lot of noise, a lot of talking, a lot of loud cars, a lot of noise, a lot of nuisance, phone calls, people calling your phone and either not leaving a message, or it's like a prank call, or the number is not in service or not an active number. You're basically not able to return the phone call, or you contact whoever called you back and they're hanging up the phone on you. So it's like, you just called. Did you not mean to call? Who are you? Who is this? So basically, prank calls, energies of people around you that are trying to interject themselves into your energy to negatively affect you, and to cause a disturbance, to cause anger, to cause anxiety, grief. This stuff is ramping up because people are running out of fucking time. Okay? Especially those of us that are for God, on God's team. God has us protected because they're not able to penetrate, get into our energy, be attached to us, be a friend to us, whatever, so that they can figure out some way to attack us. All they can do is project. All they can do is harass. All they can do is stalk. All they can do is project, throw magic, word curses, so on and so forth. And I was just processing this, like, okay, all of a sudden, it's like things have ramped up. It's like things have ramped up. And it's very unnerving and it's very disturbing when you're in your home, your place of peace, your place of rest, and you're trying to do things, even when you're out in your front yard or just trying to enjoy the weather or the day, and you have energies all around you that are trying to project some kind of negative energy onto you. Let me tell you this, because this is something that I'm currently going through right now. God sees it. He knows what's going on. He knows what's happening. And God will take care of it. It's not for you to take care of. Even earlier, I had said yesterday I was not going to go out until I needed to go out later today because, and God was like, no. Go, get your coffee, get in the car, and go take a drive around. And whoever is outside is outside. Whoever is looking at you is looking at you. All you need to do, that's it. Just shake your head to the bullshit. Just shake your head to the bullshit. And if you have to, laugh. Laugh at the bullshit. Because a lot of it is ridiculous and pathetic. The extremes that these people are going to try to affect you. it's only going to get worse for them. And that's what they do not realize. And they get to a point where they start to not care because they're trying to negatively affect you and everything that they've tried to do up until they go to an extreme has not worked. So even one of them that's been harassing and stalking me, this person is a drunk. They're constantly drinking. They're constantly walking up and down the street. And when they pass by my house, making loud noises, talking to themselves, making rude comments and statements. And I'm wondering I'm like, what is that? And I go outside and there that person is slowly walking past my house, and he's trying to interject himself into my energy. He's trying to negatively affect me. And so when I went out earlier, driving around, same thing. He sees me and he's staring. And he has this devilish smile on his face, like he believes he's affected me. And all I do is just pathetic. People like that, they have addictions, they have issues and problems mentally as well as physically, and all they're doing is digging their own grave. So the people that are projecting the negative energy, sending the magic, the witchcraft, the spell, the curses and all that stuff, they are digging their own grave. And it's not for us to dig their grave for them, because I even had to, had a moment where, okay, you know what? The phone calls, it's becoming ridiculous. Not only is it going to be blocked, but do I need to contact the cops and get this report this? And the same thing for this other person. Do I need to contact the cops and report this? Because not only am I tired of it, it's a crime. That's the thing. It's a crime. Stalking, harassing, prank calls. You're trying to negatively affect someone in that manner, as well as in other ways, projecting negative energy, disturbing noises, and so on and so forth. Those are crimes. And see, that's the thing. You have men, but then you also have God. And God is going to be the one that's going to deal with these entities, with these individuals that are doing this crap. All we need to do, recognize it and see it for what it is. Do not necessarily need to call it out to their face. They know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. All you need to do, shake your head to the bullshit. And if you have to, laugh at the bullshit. Because sooner or later, it's all going to come falling down for them. As I said, they're digging their own grave. So they've been doing this for a long period of time, right? So all that time they were digging their grave. So now they want to ramp it up. They want to turn up the volume. They want to turn up the attacks. They want to turn up the hate. They want to turn up the projections. Well, they're just digging their grave even deeper. And now God has seen everything prior to, but now he's seeing them taking it even further. Okay, leave it in God's hands to deal with. That's not for us to deal with. We need to continue doing what it is that God has for us to do, and trust and believe that he's taking care of those enemies, of those people that are attacking us. We just need to see it for what it is, shake our head to it, and laugh at it.